peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me.
My pleasure to be here and to be your MC tonight for the Maya Angelou Center for Health Equity. Dr. Maya Angelou. Kathleen Ruiz, who's the Vice President of Marketing, as well as Gretchen Walker, who was her assistant. They worked so hard. Girl, you worked. Come on up here and say hello.
You know, we have the great pleasure, and I always say I have the best job in the world, that I get to spend money to help worthy causes. On behalf of Saks Fifth Avenue, we are just honored to have Dr. Maya Angelou here with us today and to raise money for this great cause. So welcome and enjoy your evening.
Here, Mr. Red Hurley.
Well, the morning's so bright and the lamp is light and the night is as black as the sea.
Let us introduce you to a video now that's going to introduce you to some of the people who are working so hard at Wake Forest to make sure that health care for everyone is a reality.
Health equity is really not about health. It's about justice. Understanding the movement around the reduction in health disparities, the promotion of health equity, we realized that there needed to be a coordinated mind-body effort.
She was 14, she was pregnant, and she was HIV positive. And I asked her, where is your dad or your mom or your brother? And she was alone.
And at the end, he said to me, and this is his quote, "I ain't never had a doctor touch me before."
Nothing human can be alien to me. If you really internalize that, then you know that anyone suffering HIV, AIDS, that's me. Somebody suffering diabetes, yes, that's me. Someone suffering from hypertension, I'm that. I am all of that. And all of my energies must be directed to ridding us, my community, my city, my family, my state, my nation, and the world of these afflictions.
I love hearing Dr. Angelou talk about health equity because she's so passionate about it, and she gives us that hope as a center that we can make a difference in this area in health.
I think that if we look at that in a more global view and understand that my time in research is able to help multiple people, not only here at the medical center but throughout the world, I think that that would allow me to say that my time has been well spent.
We need to make sure that we are ready to roll our sleeves up and go into the community and do the work that must be done.
She's 89, she's African American, and she gave me a present because she thought that my behavior towards her was black when I was behaving as a doctor. So that's a message also that we are trying to propagate across the institution.
We have the facility, we have the dream, and so I think that the next step is to give.
Thank you very much, Ms. Watts. It's a great privilege for me to be here. I want to thank all of you for your support this evening. It's a great privilege for me to be on this panel with Dr. Angelou. There are disparities in health care in this country. There are disparities in terms of outcomes, certainly, but there are also disparities in access to care, which I think we should eliminate.
Next, we have Ms. Michelle Ebanks, President, Essence Magazine.
At Essence, whether it's the magazine or website or at our events, you know, it's important for us, for African American women in particular, to present that whole picture for her. And when you think about African American women, I mean, having the highest mortality rate of any other group. You know, so what does health equity mean within the African American community? African American women have the highest employment rate of any other group of women. So more likely to be in the workforce, more than twice as likely to be single head of household and providing the financial security for the family. So if she can't take care of herself, if she does not have health equity, then the community does not have health equity.
Dr. Angela Diaz, the Vice Chair of Pediatrics and the Director of the Adolescent Health Center, Mount Sinai.
What health equity means to me is really achieving the highest level of equity for all, including people that have experienced socioeconomic disadvantage and historical injustices. And I also see health equity in the context, that is linked to social justice. So health equity needs to be seen in the context of social justice.
Mark Moriel is the President and CEO of the National Urban League.
I'm honored to be here. It's just special to be in the presence of Dr. Maya Angelou. Everything she touches turns to gold. And we're all here today because she's inspired us to be here. So in the spirit of Maya Angelou, who compels us to think and talk and act, I say it's time for us to act. Thank you.
Take a stand and now to act. How do you do that? How do you get involved? Well, who has the answers? Dr. Maya Angelou.
I didn't know I had the answer.
You have the answers to everything, your wisdom.
I mean, if I had known that, I'd have sent us all telegrams. I don't have to ask him, I'm my brother's keeper. I am him. We need help too. I refuse any man-made differences between human beings. I am a human being, so nothing human can be alien to me. I plead this case for African Americans and for Native Americans and the Asian Americans. I plead this case for Irish Americans. I plead this case for Jews. I plead this case for Muslims and Buddhists and Shintoists and Zoroastrian. I plead this case for gay people and straight, because I am a human being and nothing human can be alien to me. I think we ought to know that somebody needs to tell somebody, I care for you. You don't know my name, but I care for you. And to such an extent do I care for you, according to my wallet, I will give something.
Thank you so much for being here.
Well, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. Such a long, long way from home.